You said it better than anybody. We think that the people are always on us, and they are sometimes, but it's our own mind.
That's right.
It's our own mind that causes us to doubt what God has really put in us. We get up and we toil with ourselves, and that's why it's so important what you said. You have to ask God for a renewed mind and a renewed spirit every single day of your life. It doesn't go away until Christ Jesus comes back. That is the truth. It's your mind. It's your mind, and you got to get your mind right. You have to believe. And then the scripture that goes with that is, and y'all know it, come on, Philippians 4:13, I can do who does what? All of them. Every last one of them. It didn't say some. It didn't say, I'm almost done. It didn't say some. The next one is, and I love this so much, I said, God, proceed. I said, yeah, that's all right. You got to believe. When you believe in yourself, you can proceed. Means to go forward, not to stop, to keep going, to finish a course of action. But why I got to proceed? Because if you stop, you ain't moving. If you ain't moving, you ain't living. If you ain't living, you existing. And you're just here. Life is made to be lived. You got to proceed with what God has called you to do. But which way do I go? You have to ask for direction. You have to believe that you can do all the things that everybody tell you that you can't do. And the scripture that God gave me for this one is 1 John 4:4. He said, ye are God, ye of God, little children, have overcome them, because greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. Now I got to be honest. As a grown woman, I just, a couple years before I became all the way saved, I'm like, what they mean? Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. What does that mean? And when I finally rested, God, I kept reading. I said, oh my God, greater is he that is in me than he that is in this world. So you got to let the Holy Spirit dwell in you and move in you. And I know y'all said, that lady excited. Yes, I am. Because God has done a thing. And I'm still standing here today. So if I'm a little too loud for you, forgive me, but not. Because I'm excited about what he has done for me. I'm excited about looking around this room knowing that we all have testimonies. Some of us have the strength to tell it, and some of us don't. But after tonight, we hope you go lay that thing down at the altar and be renewed and have a renewed mind and renewed spirit. You have to proceed. And the opposite of that, or the antonym, is to stop. Once you stop, the only time you should stop moving is when that sky crack open and he come down. Yes. And baby, you better have your ticket out, because I got my ticket. When it crack open, you just stop, because you're going to be amazed and he's going to snap you up. That's the only time that you should stop moving. So we got to believe, and then we got to do what? Y'all with me? We got to believe, and then we got to do what? We got to believe, and we got to do what? Proceed. The last but not least, if as you believe, you proceed. What does everybody always tell you in school? You got to set goals. You got to have goals. You got to accomplish these things. Well, once you believe, you proceed. There's no way you cannot achieve if you have the Lord on your side. I'm going to say it again. There is no way in this earth that you cannot achieve what God has put in you if you have him on your side and you're letting him lead and guide you. We know the synonyms for that: to attain, to arrive, to accomplish. Antonym: to fall short or to fail. If you belong to the Lord, there are no failures in his room. I'm going to say it again. If you belong to God, there are no failures in his room. You have to believe that, y'all. Because as I stand here tonight, and I do this all the time, people say, you don't ever feel like, and I got about 2 more minutes, I believe. You don't ever act like you're nervous or whatever the case may be. Yes, I do. I'm always nervous to stand up before people, before God's people, to give him a word, give them a word from him. But you have to do what God has called you to do. Regardless of how you feel like some may look at you or whatever the case may be, you have to do what he has called you to do. Otherwise, you will not achieve what he has given you to do. Now, yours may not be to stand and talk in front of somebody. It may be like to stand just to greet somebody. Something as simple as that. But if you're not ready, if you have not allowed the Lord to do a work in you, you won't be able to do what he has called you to do. So my sisters and my brothers, on tonight, I just want you all to understand that God is love, God is able, and if you leave with these things on top of what Sister First Lady Ormsby said, and I know some more coming, Lord have mercy, I got to sit down and get some more of it. Believe, proceed, and achieve. And the scripture for achieve is one of my favorite in the world. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. Right. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. Yeah. So when you feeling like you lost and you don't know which way to go to accomplish what God has given you, you got to trust him. Even when you don't see. That's where faith comes in, because if you can see it, it's not called faith. Amen? Amen. You got to trust him. So I'm going to, in my closing, I write poetry sometimes. I write songs. And this is what he gave me to you all. And I want you all to, as I read this, let this soak into your spirit. Because it's entitled, I Believe. And the question and the topic of tonight is, who I am. Nobody else can tell you who you are but you and God. I used to tell people that all the time. So with that being said, I want to read this in your hand on tonight. I'm going to take my seat. And it's entitled, I Believe. I believe in me. I see what they cannot see. It is all up to me to be all that I can be. People will try to tear me down with their gossip, fakeness, their love, hate, and their lies. But my life, they will not define. I will move forward with a smile on my face. God will lead me and guide me with his mercies and grace. So from this day forward, I vow to testify. So there will be no more pondering, wondering, or asking the question, who am I? My life will speak loud and clear as I embrace the destiny that I know. Yes, watch the seeds that I sow blossom and grow. They will tell many stories for my God's glory. As I move and he makes the way, I promise to obey his voice every day. So I promise from this day forward, I vow to testify. So there will be no more pondering, wondering, or asking the question, who am I? I am Minister Dr. Wanda Merritt, Merritt, a blood-bought trophy of grace, anointed and appointed by my God Almighty, and I will not stop until he cracks open the sky and come and get me. I promise you that. No matter how I feel, no matter how I don't want to, I'm going to move when God tells me to do, because I know he called me. And when he calls you, answer the call. You got to do the work that he has called you to do. So believe in yourself. Proceed and achieve what he has called you to do. Amen. The question I want you to take back with you is, who are you? Amen. Amen.
That is the doctor. I'm telling you, Dr. Merritt. I'm always a firm believer that the life that we live, we don't live it for ourselves.